Jen Johnson is a vibrant woman from Kansas who's actively involved in ministry to women on college campuses. Her heart resonates with our heart to see the next generation of women reached with the gospel of Jesus Christ. What a joy it is to see how she is integrating Revive Our Hearts resources into her existing ministry of mentoring young women.
Well, I graduated from college in 1998 and went directly into working with college women with an organization called Student Mobilization. In Student Mobilization, our heart is just to build laborers from the college campuses of the world. And so it's been an incredible last few years just getting to introduce girls to the reality of Christ when a lot of them have grown up not having the gospel. A lot of times people do look at college women and think that they're going to come into college not open to the gospel, but we have seen the opposite of that. College women often come in really looking for something that is going to give them life, and a lot of times are just looking in the wrong places, whether it's the boys or the parties or sorority life or the friendships or the grades. But what they find is that those things might offer life for a little while, but end up leaving them empty, and that the only thing that they're going to truly find life in is a relationship with Jesus Christ. Several years ago, I was introduced to Nancy Lee through one of her books, and then soon after that, just got introduced to her podcasts and began listening to those. And as I've been meeting and discipling women, one of my favorite resources to be able to point them to are some of Nancy's resources, because she is so biblically solid and is always helping women understand what it looks like to just shape their lives around the truth of God's Word.
Since these students are busy and always on the go, the Revive Our Hearts podcast has been the perfect tool for Jen to use in discipling them.
Personally, I probably listen to the podcast almost every day. And as I come into contact with different topics that I know will be really relevant for the lives of these college women, I'll use those resources, whether it's helping women learn what does it look like to be a woman of discretion, or what does it look like to be a woman who follows Christ even through difficulty when they're having to learn to persevere or learn to live through persecution because of their faith, and all the things from learning what it looks like to walk with God on a daily basis and spend that time in God's Word, or to be a woman of prayer, or be a woman who loves to memorize God's Word. And so it's very encouraging just to be able to have a resource that is very tailored towards women, that I can sit down with them, listen to her podcast, or take them to her transcript, and to know it's always going to be very relevant to their life and very biblically solid.
Revive Our Hearts is making a tremendous impact on the Christian leaders on these college campuses and the students to whom they minister. It's answering their questions about biblical womanhood, and it's creating a hunger to know God's Word.
Women really are hungry to know exactly how God created them and why God created them the way that He did. And so there's a huge openness. Women want to know the truth. And there's so many philosophies out there that come their way that when they see what God's Word really has to say, I think that it really meets a need in them that maybe they never even realized that they had. And we have really, really enjoyed being able to utilize the resources that are available through Revive Our Hearts, because we have seen women's lives change even through their opportunity to listen.
The need to reach the next generation with the gospel is great. The time is now to pass the baton of faith to this next generation of women. Would you join us?